let's move everybody in. It's about time for the live auction to start, and this is a very exciting night tonight because we have some really great offerings. Now, we have used Kurt Johnson Auctioneering and Colonel Kurt Johnson right here. And so nobody feel badly if he might poke a little fun at some of us, because that's what he always does, okay? I think we're all in here, and let's get started.
Boy, that's interesting. So here, who's here for the first time? Raise your hand. Okay, we won't tease you this time unless you earned it, okay? And I don't want to be intimidated too, because we might come at each other. This is one of the funnest groups. I want to introduce you to Pedro Guerra from our team. You'll be seeing Pedro later on. He's a brand new member of our team, and Barb and the team was kind enough to say that we'll let him come sell a couple of items. But before I sell anything, I sold some Saints tickets last year to several of you, and several of you did not cash in. Did you not cash yours in? Okay, well, here. Anybody else besides them? No. If you look at these dates, there's several games in there, and pick one game. There's 4, because I sold like sets of 4 to like 4 or 5 people, and like one person claimed them. And we kept the money, but this is your one and only chance to read. And don't lie to me, because Unitarians don't lie. Well, well is the word I was saying. And Sheila, if those don't work, let me know. I got some more dates. But find a set that works. Figure it out. Okay, you check your calendar. So for those of you who are here for the first time, we have a great auction. I want you to bid. I want you to laugh. I want you to clap and cheer. I want you to encourage people. I want you to, if someone next to you bids and stops, to go ahead and bid again. This is it is the only event. I've done it only a couple of times in my 33 years in business otherwise, but you're the only group that consistently sells your events, many of the dinners, by the seat. Okay, and those of you who are like, yeah, we know that, but there's new people here. So we are very date specific on all the meals except for one. And then how do I come up with a price? Well, it's called my determination. I use some discretion. We get up to a number that we think we're pretty close to where we're at. We try to get as much money as we can, but we want everybody to participate. Then it is arbitrary and capricious on how I assign those tickets. Okay, however, if you want in, you need to raise your hand. If you don't raise your hand at all and then get mad that I don't give you a seat in that particular dinner, I'm going to look at you and say, at least come in early so I know you're interested, because I'm trying to indicate how many people are there. But if you don't get a seat because you don't bid, talk to Barb. She doesn't care either, okay? But we do have fun. And in between here, we're going to be talking with the good people from More. Just to heads up there, though we've done it every year where we've had a mission speaker, and then we raise some money for that specific organization. That will happen halfway through. Are there any, I know I never asked this question anywhere else because I don't ask this, but does anybody have any questions? Not a Unitarian question. We don't have time for that. And I was given 3 different Unitarian jokes by different people. I'm not telling you any of them. No, because it's just, no, because you're going to tick somebody off. No, they're actually pretty good, especially the one about Jesus, but that one I really am not going to tell you. But if we have a glass of wine with me afterwards, I'll try and remember them. But I will ask this one joke. You can't answer the question if I already told you the joke. Do you hear about the grasshopper that hopped into the bar? Yeah, he jumped up on the stool, and the bartender said, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." The grasshopper says, "You got a drink named Steve?" Oh, the moans, the groans, that's the thing I'm looking for. That's the sign of a true dad joke, the moans and the groans. My daughter's like, "Dad, those are so bad." I'm like, "I know, that's why they're so good." All right, so, thank you, Pedro. I could have bent over together, but I guess you're really working hard tonight. Thank you. I'll keep dropping things, see if he keeps doing that. So, no, Pedro's a fantastic. We're so excited to have him on our team. Very excited. So, it's quiet. It's the last time it's going to happen all night with this group. Okay, we have Sequest. All right? This is all together. So let me read it to you. It's a certificate for 4 VIP passes. Includes admission and 3 consecutive guided interactions. Enjoy a day of elevated animal interactions, hands-on feeding opportunities, and unforgettable experiences. Select the 3 experiences from their encounter, from okay, I didn't pronounce this. Concho Chow encounter, the sloth interaction, crested porcupine interaction. That sounds dangerous. Or other interactions, and then kissy fishes experiences. Boy, there's a lot of jokes right there that I won't touch. Okay, well, how about using a microphone? See, by the way, this happens.
So last year I got this Sequest thing, and I have grandchildren that are 9 and 13, and we went to Sequest. It was fantastic. With the annual membership, I'm not sure which thing is going here, we could go all year long and pay nothing extra. We got all these coins where you go and you put them in little machines, and they give you food that you can feed the animals with. And they come along with, like, on your birthday, the kid can have a special birthday month. They could have a special deal. So my grandson went snorkeling in the aquatic pool. So this was really cool. Great.
And it's in Roseville, Minnesota. You do have to cross the river. Okay. A mosquito pond? Yeah, it's 8:05. Wow. Don't tell Connie I did that, okay? All right, let's start this out. I could ask her. It's usually just a passes. It's not a whole year season pass. It's worth $120. Who start me out? I'm gonna start low. Who has $50? Start out 50. Now 75. 75 and now $100 bill. 75 and now $100 bill. Where do you go? $100. Nobody wants kissy fishes. 75 and now $100. She's at 75 and now $100. Everybody go $100. $100. $100. To kiss a mermaid. Sold it. You got it for $75. Number 51. She's in shock. Number 51. I'll tell you what, no one else was bidding, so she got it. There you go. All right. Farm to patio. All right. Sandy, Ken, where are you? All right. You have to talk. I was told that I have to ask you to talk about your package. I'll come to you. This is just like Oprah Winfrey.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So.
We want you, not him. Look at them, not me.
You're confusing me. All right, so we're having our dinner on the patio again this year. We had been doing Let's Go Retro, and I decided I wanted to sort of kick it up a notch. So it's going to be local produce, and if it's not grown in my garden, it is going to be from a farmer's market. So meat will be from Tollefson's or something, and gourmet food sit out on our beautiful patio with a view of nature. It's just lovely. And relax, enjoy yourselves. It's June 14th. No, it is, I'm glad we pointed this out. It is June 24th, a Saturday night, June 24th.
Typo, June 24th, thank you. And where do you live, approximately? Known for its nature views, right there in Edina. So, but it is a beautiful area. So it's the 24th, not the 14th. We have 8 seats. This is the first time we're selling by the seat. So we're going to start where everybody can get in. Who has $25 a seat? 25, 30, 35, and 40, 45, and now 50, 55, and now 60. I'm going to stop at 60. How many do you want at $60? 19 takes 2. 23 takes 1. I want. Is that 99 or 66? I'm going to believe it's 99 takes 2. 51 takes. Ooh, how many is that? 7. 51 takes 2. I have 1 left. 19 you take? No. You had how many? You had 2. I can give you 1 more. Add 1 more, and a bonus. You got a total of 4, number 19. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ken and Sandy. So they sold 9 and not 8. All right. And if you have a dinner for 10 and you don't want to do 10, you are not pressured to do 11, even if the person looks at you with dopey Unitarian eyes. You can say no, but I'm not going to turn it away. So I'm not pressuring. I'm simply getting clarification. What? That kids' table, actually, they're not in the patio. They're in the basement. Scott, talk about your Geo-home.
All right, so this is the first time it's been put up. We put it on the Minnesota Solar Energy Society, and the people that won it the first year, it was a silent auction thing, went back and bought 50 to 100 tickets, put them in the jar to win it the next 2 years after that. So we know people like it. Well, I like it. It's been there since 1991 when I started it. It's about 3 hours north of here. It's on a small lake, 135-acre lake that's next to Big Sandy Lake on a county road that dead ends at Savannah Portage State Park. So you're in a historical area between the Great Lakes and the Mississippi River. This is the Portage route area. So the dome is 40 foot in diameter. It's a complete home. It comes with everything you're going to need, including internet service. No, there's no TV. Too bad. Leave that home. And then it's a separate porch room because domes have great acoustics in them. And there's a basement. There's only one bathroom. There's a pit toilet that's 100 yards away down on the point. And you can go there too, or the guys can just go outside. You can handle it. Yeah, okay. And I love it. Yeah, okay.
Nobody else had them. All right. We start talking bathrooms and pits. That is specifically for between May and October. And the reason they call it the Savannah Portage State Park, that truly is true. The Native Americans used that section. They portaged all the way from Lake Superior, across the Savannah. They actually went to the St. Louis River, or they would come up the St. Louis River from Lake Superior. Our cabin is part of that. And then they would portage over to the Mississippi River and to the headwaters of that. So that it actually is true there. It's a beautiful area. This is for 3 nights, and you can have a great time there. And I don't know what this is worth, but, you know, Geodesic home number 602, cabin getaway. And by the way, May through October is the best mosquito viewing season of all at that time of year. And if you're lucky, ticks too. So govern yourself accordingly, okay? I'm from that area. I grew up there, so bring bugs. It's a beautiful area. Actually, our cabin is right by there. My family grew up right in the Floodwood area there, McGregor, Tamarack, if you know that. So right there. Hoop bidding there. I could ask for $800, $900. Who has $300 for 3 days? 3, now $400. 3, 4, now $500. 5, and now $600. We should applaud at this. We're at 500. Yeah, now 550. 500, now 550. 500, now 550. We go 550. 500, 550. Now 600. Now 650. Go 650. 650. It's a cool place. Go 650. 650. 650. Say yes. He's like kind of. She's like no. 600. And now 650. Going once. Going twice, through the trumpet. Sold $600. Fantastic. Number 71. Good job. Number 71, $600 right there. Alan, the quilt. Okay, we'll come back to the quilt. Can somebody go and get the quilt? Pedro, can you go find the quilt, please? Thank you. It's on the wall. Find a helper. Can't sell it without it. Thank you, Pedro. I appreciate your help very much. Okay, everything but the cigars, number 111. If you have not been to a Barbara Weatherhead party, you have not lived, okay? All right? So true. And everybody, so for you newbies, if you've not been to one, you need to pay really close attention. Now, her date, just like Barb, is a little nebulous. We don't know it sometimes in January. January 28th, Sunday. So here's what it is. Experience a Cuban feast celebrating the birthday of Jose Marti. But bottom line is, she is going to have the 2019 Havana Jazz Festival on video. And she said it's really cool to watch. You're going to be able to have some great food, some fantastic rum that she said was smuggled from Cuba, some 7 El Ron Cubana rum. You're going to have some great food. You're going to be able to discuss the Cuban Missile Crisis. you know, for those of you who don't know what that was, actually, my dad was in the National Guard during the Cuban Missile Crisis and was activated. He was in the artillery. So my dad had to go down there during the Cuban Missile Crisis. My mom told me that. I never knew that. But he was activated and went down from Minnesota as part of the artillery, expecting to have that we're going to be invaded. So quite an interesting time there. Thank God it didn't happen. I love my dad. So we have 8 spots. And again, you've not lived until you've been to this party. So right there with Barb. And it's a Sunday right after you attend services. So there you go. That was for our great leader. Starting right there, what's this worth? You tell me who's got $30. 30, 30, 35, and now 40, and now 45, and now 50. Ooh, more hands are coming up. 55. Okay, we're going to stop at 55. 2 at number 7. 1 at number 1. 2 at number 12. 2 at number 82. I'm not counting. And Barb, can we take 1 extra? There. 2 at number 80. She had to look at them, make sure she liked them first. So they'll be sitting on the kids' tail. Now let's bring that beautiful quilt up here made by Sheila. Thank you so very much. Look at these. They're just like perfect walkers, heads held high, the smiling. I didn't greet you yet. Good to see you, Audrey. No, show them the other side. All right. What kind of birds are these? Mockingbirds. How appropriate. This is absolutely so. Something like this, folks. They often call it a kid's quilt, or it's a wall hanging. It's an accent piece, a lap quilt. Wow! If you're a birder, look at the colors. Well, how else would you be seeing except a lot of colors when it's coming from you? That's beautiful colors, great colors right there. Absolutely spectacular, folks. Know that you're wrapped in Unitarian love when this is across your legs. Aww. And actually think about this too. If it's not for you, it's a great gift for somebody, right? And so right there, let's go. What's worth? Who has $1 million? That's right. That was her. She's like, who has $100? Started out. I'm at 100, 150, and now $200. 150, now 200. 150, now 200. What do you do? How about 175? You're at 150, now 175. 150, now 175. Would you go 175? You bid against yourself? Thank you. Now 200. Actually, she's at 175. I won't do it to you. You got to go 200 now. That's real money this time. 200. Now 225. 225 now 250. 225 now 250. We go 250. 225 now 250. Go 240. 240 now 250. 250. Now, oh, good job. We got her to bid more. Good job. 240 now 250. 240 now 250. Sold at $240. Barb, you're number 1. Thank you, Sheila. All right. And then, since the two of you are doing such a great job, we have a rug that needs to get brought in here. Ask Alan. Alan, you got to help him. Pedro and Alan will go get the rug. We're going to bring it in because that's part of the show. The upcoming Tibetan rug, which is truly a Tibetan rug, which is actually a true treasure, is about 200 pounds. So you don't have to take it home tonight, but just, it is a weighty situation. Thank you. So did Minnie Pearl's hat. Okay, so Steve and Judy are doing the Swedish alfresco dinner. Raise your hand if you've ever done this one. We've had this many times. It is a very popular one. So what we have is gravlax, cheese, sausage, grilled leg of lamb, roasted baby potatoes, midsummer salad, berries, Swedish cookies, homemade schnapps. I like just saying the word schnapps, beer and wine. Skål. All right, it's a good time. You do not need to wear blue and yellow, but you can if you want to. Right there. And Swedish humor, which I'm from that background. It's not extensive. You heard the whole Swedish humor with the grasshopper here. There you go. And it is on July 8th at 5 p.m. That is a Saturday. 8 spots. Hoop bidding there at $35 there. 35, 40, 45, 50. And now 55. I get a 55 and now 60. 65 and now 70, 75. 80. I'll stop at 80. But I'm going to start with you at number 56. How many do you want? 2. Number 36? 2. 23, 1. 1. I have 2 spots left. 56, I got you again. I will hit you twice. I am not ashamed, okay? I have 2 more left. So here's what we do. If we don't fill these 2, right, number 10, take them both. Boom, you're going. Number 10, taking them both. So thank you. We sold them all. So on occasion, we will have a leftover one, and we're not going to lower the price because we're going to respect the price we're at. And so what we'll do is we'll leave that open for anybody who wants to fill it the rest of the evening, or we'll let somebody know. On a few occasions over my 25 years working with you guys, we've had to fill one up afterwards. We've never had a problem, but we want to respect people where they're at. Now, the Tibetan rug. So who was here when, now we can leave there. Who was here when you guys were hosting mission, a refugee family? Okay. So that was about this time, and now you got the Ukrainians coming. I mean, that's what I love about you folks. I mean, you put your faith in your belief and put boots on it. That's so awesome. So what we have here is, this is from Ray and Lee, and this is 8.3, there must have been an engineer, 8.37 feet by 11 feet. It was sold as a 9 by 11, but we won't talk to customs. It's absolutely gorgeous, and if you can't take it home today, which we'd rather you have do it, please, we'll store it away from you. It is heavy. It's really well built. The reason it's heavy like that, and now I don't do commercial auctions like this stuff anymore, but back in my day, we used to sell this stuff, and we'd flip them over because you want to see the weave. And this is a very tight weave. This is a very high quality wool. It's stained. Well, anyways, it dyed very well. This is a quilt. This is a rug. Have it cleaned. If it's not in a main traffic area, even if it was, who cares? That you should use stuff, not just show it as far as I'm concerned. But this will be around a long time. And this is a very high quality thing. And if you've got cold floors, you won't need to wear slippers because this thing is warm. That is an absolutely beautiful rug. And it's valued at $500. I don't know whether that's high or whether that's low, but let's see where the bidding starts. Who's bidding there at $100? 100, now 150, now 200, now 250, and now 300, 250, now 300, now 350, now 400, 400, now 450, 400, now 450, 400 back there, now 450, we go 450, 400, how about 425, 400 back there, now 425, we go 425, 400 back there, you're in at 400, now 425, we go 425, 425, 425, now 450, go 450, go 450, I'll give you Starburst if you go 450. 450. Now 475. $475 right here. Now 500. I'm almost out of Starburst. Go 500. No more Starburst for you. If that's one per person, go 500. 475 now 500. We made $50 on about 4 cents worth of candy. Sold $475. Sheila, your number is? Your number is 7. Number 7. They're from Easter. They were sitting in our table counter when I left home. Get rid of those. I'm not saying they're fresh. All right. Catherine, your camp. Where you at? You have to come all the way up front. Bob informed me that we have people watching online, and I listen to what Bob tells me to do, so you have to come up here. Oh, she's got a posse. I'm married to that as well.
Okay, some of you know how to play Oh Hell.
How many of you learned to play Oh Hell at the Jordan Farm?
At the Jordan House Rules. So my parents built this incredible Temple to the Sun, 3-story passive solar house in Cloquet, Minnesota, out in the woods. We have 80 acres. It's a place for a great relaxation, entertainment, walks in the woods. It's near Jay Cook Park.
It's a celebration of plywood. Her dad was an early, lover of plywood.
And 3 indoor garage doors to keep the heat in. So it sleeps 15 easily. It could be a slumber party. You could bring your friends. Kids love it. It's a terrific place for young people.
It's rustic, though, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's a
bunkhouse kind of experience.
But it's a full house with heat
with
and
toilets
and 80 acres.
And Wi-Fi, high-speed
High speed. We do have a television. Yeah. So anyway, come and have fun. We will be there because it's a little more complicated than turning it over with the key. So we'll be there as your host, but we will not be your cooks. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
There's a sauna in there too? Wow. You know what the difference between a sauna and sauna? North of Hinckley, south of Hinckley. People north of Hinckley know how to pronounce it. The people south of Hinckley don't know how to say it properly. I have that argument all the time. It's sauna. No, it's sauna. Sauna. You know. And did anybody else like me grow up when you went to sauna, all the guys went together, all the women went together? Yeah, that's the way I went. That's how we learned biology. Anatomy. It's reality. Okay. That sounds really cool. I wish I had told my wife about that one because we'd be interested in that one, but I don't want to bid on something without her permission because I am properly married. So, how long? Any restrictions? It doesn't say on here. When's the best time to go up there? Same to the bugs during the bug season, May through October. Yeah. Well, you don't want to go up there when it's that cold. You know, no, it's not a lot of fun. This is a great thing. Take a family. You know, we're all looking for places to escape. You know, we often go to these let's go to the really fancy, exotic place. No, go to a nice, functional place. Enjoy it. It'll have fun. Great property. You're not going to be bothered by a bunch of people who are up from the cities who want to have their big boats and big noises. You're just going to have a good time up there. What kind of woods are up there? Are they hardwood or pines? Might be a good place for mushroom hunting. I'm going to have to talk to you about that. We have what? Neighbors? Okay, my hearing is as good as my sight. Beavers, okay, great. Beavers can be neighbors. We don't judge. Got myself out of that one. Okay, go away. And you don't have to bring 15 people. If you only have 7, you can stop the invitation, okay? But great for 2 families, a bunch of kids. Right there, will you tell me I could ask for $1,000. That's where that should go for. But who'll start me at $300? 300, when you go 300, 300, now 350, and now $400. 400, when you go 350, now 400. 400, now 450. 400, don't look at her, look at me. 450, now 500. 450, now 500, when you go 500. 450, now 500, when you go 500, go 500, now 550. 550, 550. 500, no, 550. 550, we go 550. They have beavers. I have never used that line in 33 years in business. They've got beavers. Don't even go there. Go 50, 55, 500. Get in trouble. 500, 550, we go 550. 550. She bid. Got to go 600. Yes, now 650. 650, now 700. 700, 700. I had Starburst. Didn't work. Sold it, $700. You got her. Fantastic. What your number is? Your number is? 104. A first-timer at this event. Congratulations. You set the bar for the rest. Okay. We're already at the bid to need according to my schedule. Kathy, where are you? I saw you here. I knew you were close. This is when we were talking about this on the committee. This is a cool cause, and it's be near and dear to many of your hearts. So let's listen to what she's talking about, and after that, I'm going to ask you to give money. And what we'll do is we'll ask people we'll just so no one's surprised. We'll start at a number that some of you are like too much, still too much. But somebody will raise their hand, and then we'll go down where everybody can participate as best we can. But I think we need to talk about this. This is really great.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm not sure if, where's Alan? Alan, oh, there you are. Alan Callender is a member of Moore's Board of Directors, which is what brought me here tonight. But I do want to say that I'm feeling quite comfortable because I am a Unitarian myself. From St. Paul, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have my pass. I have my pass.
She's my people.
Yes. So I'm okay. I'm okay to be here tonight. But I do feel like I'm surrounded by family tonight. But I just want to tell you a little bit about more. We've been serving refugees and immigrants in St. Paul since the mid-1980s. Our organization was started by a Catholic sister back during a time when a lot of Southeast Asian refugees were coming into our community. there was a lot of conflict that was happening between the native-born Americans and the new Americans. And so this sister decided that she wanted to make it her ministry to help respond to this challenge that was happening. So she talked public housing into allowing her to live rent-free in a townhouse in McDonough Homes, which is St. Paul's largest site, public housing site. And then she just walked the neighborhood and got to know her neighbors, native-born American, new American. Then they would come to her apartment and visit her, and they'd be sitting across from each other. And really what she helped them to see was that they had more in common than what they thought. And what they had in common was poverty. And so then they all sat together to help one another. And she just responded to what they told her that they needed help with. English, GED, clothing, food, household items, that sort of thing, English class. And those are the things that we still do today. And so really these three words, opportunity, peace, belong, those are the things that really drive us, that we want to help our newest neighbors to have. And that's what that's the way that they feel, what they're looking for, the support that they're looking for at More. So that brings me to our tub here, our personal items tub. So we started doing this in 2020. We had to figure out a new way to serve people, where usually we would let people shop around for things. And, you know, there was this thing that happened, the pandemic, that you probably have heard about. But so we had to figure out a way to do it where people weren't close to one another and that sort of thing. And so we came up with this idea with the tub. And what do you think was the most popular item that first year? Toilet paper. People, their faces would light up when they saw the toilet paper in the tub. And their faces still light up. They just can't even believe all the things that are in these tubs. When I went to figure out how much the tub for 2022 cost, between 2021 and 2022, the cost of everything increased by 10%. So inflation is real, and people that don't have a lot of money are impacted much more deeply than those of us that have more. So anything that you can do to help support our newest neighbors, we would really appreciate it. I just want to introduce Murapa. She is our programs coordinator at More. And I promised her that I wouldn't make her talk, but Mura's story is she's been in the United States for 10 years. She came as a kid, and she has been working at More for about 3 years and is a new mom, and her family owns their own house, and they are part of our community, and we are very happy to have her with us. So thank you all so much.
Of all the things I didn't expect you to say, that you were going to pull the Unitarian card. That was like, that's awesome. But the tub. Yeah, we're gonna get right on. The tubs cost about $110 to produce. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna ask you to raise your number up, and I'm gonna start with a number. And when you raise that number up, we're gonna write it down, and we're gonna charge it. Now, I want to say this: that for some of you, you may have a donor advised fund. And if you have a donor advised fund, you know who you are, and we need to dedicate this money separately, we can do that. If you don't know what a donor advised fund, I'm not talking to you, okay? We can talk about that afterwards. But I know we want to make sure that, because some people say they'd rather do it through a donor advised fund. So if you want, you can carve that out, and we can give that separately. And even if we don't ask for a high enough number, okay, and I'm serious, I don't want to put anybody in a spot, we will take more. But I'm going to start with a pretty big number that we don't normally start here. But if you consider one of these or just over $100 to make, was there anybody here who'd want to do 5? Raise your number up if you'd want to do 5. Number 2, number 10, number 1, all just committed $500. Number 66, number 44. Can you believe that? You just got 30 of them right there, right there. And we're not done. Would anybody want to do 2.5 at $250? Raise your number up. Number 29, number 17, number 54, 57, 36, 99, 77, 19, 7. These are pretty cool people. 41. I think my number was 85. Just put Kurt down for 250. I'm either 85 or 84. So put that down for 250 for me. Who would like to do 1 at $100? Wow. 35, 15, 104, 23, 6, 11, 69, 103, 9, 111, 20, 110, 51, 27, 13, 52. Every time you're doing this, you are changing a family's life. You know this, folks. 82, 80, 56, 12, 39, 71, 68, 26, 97, 35, again, 20. We're going to do one more number because everybody comes at a different place at their lives and a different place of giving. And I just want to also remind you that there is no law, ordinance, or other rule that you can't give at multiple levels. And I hate to split a family up in two, but who would like to do $50? Raise your number up. 65, 73, 33, 74, all at $50. Well, then we're going to put you down for 50 as well. Thank you very much. Give everybody a big round of applause for what we did. And that money is going to go right to work. That's money that you can be assured is going to go right into those. We're going to buy some more of them, and they're going to go through that money so fast your head will spin. So if you ever want to talk to more about this organization, you know, Alan's really committed to it. I know many of you others are. There's a lot of great causes out there. We raise a lot of money for a lot of great groups, but, you know, helping our new neighbors, our new friends. And I'm passionate about the immigrant community. I'm passionate about supporting immigrant businesses. That's another great way, folks, if you want to support, is seek out independent gas stations, seek out independent grocery stores, seek out restaurants that are run by families, and drive past the name brand gas stations. Go down that extra road because they're working hard to support organizations like that, and they're coming up with a number, and it is 1 minute. Okay, we'll come in after. So I'm excited. Well, I'm going to buy you more than a minute. I'm going to give you like 6 minutes. We're going to have Pedro come up here. And he's going to sell, and he's a brand new, for those who visit, we're very excited to bring him up here. He's a brand new auctioneer. I'm fortunate, I teach at a school called Worldwide College of Auctioneering down in Iowa. I've been an instructor for 30 years, and I'm always watching out for new talent. And Pedro lives down in Rochester, and he came up to me, and he goes, I want to do what you do. And I was like, okay, great, everybody says that to me. And then he came back a year later and says, no, I'm serious. Okay? And I kind of have I push everybody away in my business. I push them away once, and that's actually what I literally do. Because if you can't come back at me a second time, you're not going to make it in this business. He goes, no, I want to do this. And I can tell you about the interview that we had with my wife with him. I won't do that now, but he's new to the business, but he's not new in sales. And I'm very excited. He's going to sell. I brought some items here that I'm donating, and he's going to describe them. And good luck, brother.
All right. Thank you so much for having me out here. I appreciate it. So our first item here is going to be a jar full of mushrooms. Wild mushrooms are locally found. We can't tell you the locations, but you're going to have 4 different varieties. So we have the hen of the woods, chicken of the woods, oyster mushrooms, and, of course, the morel mushrooms. So I'm going to get this jar out. And I did want to mention, too, if anybody's out here and you don't know what to do with them, Kurt said that he will walk you right through a process of how to cook them and enjoy them. So the number on these is, I'm going to actually ask the audience where we're going to start. So I was thinking maybe something like, how about $50? Am I hearing a $50 bidder anywhere here? $50 in the back. How about 75? $75 right there. 75 now 100. Am I hearing a $100 bidder? I got you at 75 now. One at 100. Anybody at 100? Let's go $80. 75 now 80. 75 now 80, 80, 80, 80. Am I hearing an $80 bidder? $5 more, folks. Right there. Thank you. $80 now 85. $80 now 85. A 55. Am I hearing an $85 bidder? 85 anywhere? Folks, let's go one more time. $85. Last and final call at 80. $80, 85, sold, $80 right there. Buyer number, please, 103, $80, buyer number 103. All right, so this next item is going to be 4 jars of jam. It's not jelly, it doesn't jiggle. Oh, man. All right. All right. So the 4 different jars of jelly, we have raspberry lingonberry, I believe. Is that how the pronunciation is? All right. And wild crabapple, grape from the Johnson Vineyard, and wild plum. All right. And I just wanted to point out there, too, this is not only Kurt, this is actually Connie's, blood, sweat, and tears here. So let's go ahead and get this started off. How about $50? Anybody at $50 here? All right, 5 now 10, $10 bidder now, 10 now 15, and 15 now 20. Am I hearing a 20, 20 now 25, 20 now 25, 25 and 30. And how about 30 right there at 30 now 35, 30 now 35, a 5, 5, 5. Am I hearing a $35 bidder? We're at 30 now 35, 35, how about 40? 35 now 40. Sir, how about 41 time right there for you, sir? Nope, I'm a $35 bidder now 40, 30, 40 now 45, 40 now 45, a 5, 5, 5, how about 45? Folks, $45 bidder? Anywhere? Last and final call at $40. Sold, $40, buyer number 71. Sold, $40, buyer number 71. All right. So this next one's going to be a good one. It's actually in this cooler packet. So we have some venison. Yeah. So it's a venison fun pack. It is a Polish-style sausage, and it is going to be a spicy. So just keep that in mind. There's also some venison steaks, ground venison mixed with pork, and then there's actually a Gatorade bottle of freshly squeezed cider. It's frozen right now, so you will have to thaw it out, but it tastes amazing. So, yeah, clarification, the bag does not come with it. Oh, all right. So let's go ahead and get that started off at, how about $50? Am I hearing 50? 50 right there, now 75. 50 now 75, 75 now 100. 75 in the back, now 1, and 100 right there. Now 1 1/4. Am I hearing a 1 1/4? She's at 100. Are you at 1 1/4? 1 1/4. 1 1/4. How about 110? 110 to 10, 10, 10. Am I hearing 110? Anybody? She's at $100 bidder now 110. $100 bidder now 110 to 10, 10, 10. Last and final call. $100 bidder sold. Buyer number 1. $100 sold. $100 buyer number 1. All right. So this next one is going to be a seasonal celebration. For those of you that don't want to rake your yard and get out there and do all that hard work, this is going to come, it's a leaf raking. It's a standard city lot. You will get 2 homemade pies. And this is hopefully going to be used in late October, early November. And the bags and, everything is included with it. So it does have a value of about $250. Can we get this start? Thank you for the clarification. You provide the bags, and then everything. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you, Phil. Yes, so if you really wanted the one in the silent auction and you missed it, this is your opportunity right now. Absolutely. $250. Let's go ahead and get it started off at $250. Am I hearing $250 anywhere? How about $100? $100 here, anywhere? Right there. 100 now, 1.5. 1.5 now, 175. 175 now, 2. 175, 2 now, 2 and a quarter. 2 now, 2 and a quarter. Quarter. Am I hearing a 2 and a quarter? We're at 200 in the back. Now 2 and a quarter. Anybody at 2 and a quarter? 2 and a quarter now, 2.5. 2 and a quarter now, 2.5. The half. And I'm hearing a 2.5. She's at 225. How about 250? 250 for you, sir. 250 now, 275. 250 now, 275. 5 at 275. He's 250. Are you 275? 250 now, 275. Last and final call. 275 now, 3. 275 now, 3. 3 for you, sir. One more time. 275 there. 3 anywhere over here. 3 to 3, 3, 3, 3. And last and final call at 275. Thank you. Sold. 275. Buyer number 39. 275. Buyer number 39. 39. Yep. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. Oh, okay. All right, one more. So the boundary water package here, somebody was going to actually talk about it. Come on up. There you are.
Thank you. So this is basically up to 8 days use of everything you need except your shoes, food, clothing. Is there anything else? Otherwise, canoe, paddles, life jackets, Duluth packs, personal packs, tent, sleeping bags, air mattresses, cook kit. Yes, consultation meeting with Richard and I, and we must have every blinkety-blank map of Quetico and the boundary waters in duplicate, if not triplicate. And we have paddles in various sizes. And was there anything else I forgot, honey? Canoe, oh, sorry. The canoe is 18 feet long, which works beautifully for 2 to 2.5 people. And it, I mean, if you had a small person. And it weighs 52 pounds. It's, used.
Well, this sounds great. For anybody that wants to, round of applause for her. Just 2. All right. Let's go ahead and get this started off for those of you that do want to escape the city and go into the beautiful nature that we have surrounding us up in the northern part of Minnesota. So let's go ahead and get this started off at 200. Am I hearing a $200 bidder? 2 right there. Thank you. 2 now, 2.5. 2 now, 2.5. The half. How about 250? She's at 200. Are you at 250 back there, sir? Number 56? 200 back there. How about 210? 200 now, 210. 200 now, 210, 210, 10, 10. Am I hearing 210 right there? And now 20. 220. I'm 210 now, 220. I'm 210 now, 220. 20. Am I hearing a $220 bidder? Anywhere. 220. Thank you. Now 230 and 30. Am I hearing a 30 right there from you? She's 220. Are you 230? She's thinking about it. And 230. Thank you. And 40. 40 for you again. Let's go. 240. Thank you. And 50. 250 for you, sir. One more time. She's 240. Are you 250? One more time. I don't have no starburst, but 250. 250. Am I hearing you? Oh, all right. So 240. She's been 240. Anybody at 250? Last and final call. Sold. $240. Buyer number 69. $240. Buyer number 69.
Wow. Give him a. No starburst for you. Yes, he's fantastic. He's got a great. I think we in our business we're taking video kind of we'll take video and I see a lot of people that come through. You don't have to be 100 half, no 200, 250, 300. You can talk like that. It's about getting up here, having the strength and the perseverance, and start to warm up with the audience. Give you a little more time. You're going to be fantastic. So I'm really proud of you. Proud of what you did. Yeah. Something else I'm very proud of. Is this a record for what we've done on one item? It is. I think we've never raised this much money before for one bit of need. $8,150. What was on the silent auction? Oh, there's something on the silent auction, so you'll even get more money. More money for more, and truly, when on the way your checkout, if you don't get an item that you want and you want to add an additional donation at the end, we will take it. So thank you very much, and thank you for all the work that you guys do. Awesome. There we go. So to bring it down to a much more sedate and more sophisticated level, number 505, Amos Lucidi. I try to get that right. Solo, 45 minutes on piano. Somebody asked a question. If you wanted him to come to your house and you don't have a piano, I suggested you bring a harmonica. He's 45 minutes of entertaining. You do need a piano. Okay? That's kind of an important part. That's not like the bass player who brought his in. You can't bring it in the back of your car. However, if you have a friend who has a nice piano, or you want to work around, or maybe you got a recital somewhere, or you're in a location that has a beautiful piano, and if you spend enough money, we would consider it here. But you got to get over $200 to bring it here. I'm just telling you right now, just because we're not doing that for $50. I'm putting a price tag on this place. Okay, it should be higher, but we have to be all inclusive. So. But if you are going to have an event and some music, and I would venture a guess, I believe he's a grad student, he's a pianist, but no, is he still studying? He's working on his PhD, so he's still hungry. Okay, all right. But what I'm saying is, you might, if you buy 45 minutes here, he might be able to buy some more time additional that goes into his pocket. Support your local artists. He'll also take, yes, ma'am. She volunteers her house and her Yamaha motorcycle. Your what? Yamaha C3. I'm going to have you speak up because people want to hear it, and I don't want to say it wrong.
It is a Yamaha C3. It has 3 wheels because it's a grand piano, 6'2" Yamaha Conservatory.
Wow. Yeah, you have to go to her place. The entry to them is at least a bottle of wine to them. You provide the food and the friends and the timing. So if you can't use it at your place, use it there. What a great opportunity, or wherever you can. It is truly an amazing thing. Or if you want to have it here, who starts bidding at $200? Who's got a $100 bill? 100, now 150, 150, now 200, 200, now 250, 250, now 300, 200. You can have it anywhere now. 250, now 300. How about 275? 250, now 275. Would you go 275? 275, now 300. 275, and now 300. Would you go 300? 275, and now 300. Would you go 300? 300, 300, now 325. 300 back there, now 325. 300, now 325. Would you go 325? Would you go 325? Now 350. But thank you for your bidding. 325, now 350. Sold at 325. Number 1 to Barb. Number 1. Are you going to have it at your Broughton barbecue? You're going to have it right here. Yeah, betcha. Let me know what it is. I'll bring a bottle of wine. Okay. I'm not kidding. I would. Dinner on the deck. Magnuson. Saturday, June 10th. Is that accurate? Just confirming. I'm a little gun shy right now. Okay. Who's been to this one before? Would you talk about this?
Yeah, it's good. Great view, great food, great view, great food. They do it every year. Probably everybody's been here already, but it's a wonderful time. So I'm hoping my wife and I aren't bidding against each other.
Don't count on it. She's no longer practicing. Some people got that joke. Lundquist Magnuson's the June 10th. It's a great time. This theme is favorite travels. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Food, drinks, great time, great conversation. Starts at 6 p.m., rain or shine. There are 10 spots in it. 10 spots in it. Who'll start debating there? $1 million. That took care of the budget right there. I'm at 40, and now 45, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. I'm going to go at 75, and I think I'll be okay. How many do you want at 57? 2? What's your number? 39 takes 1. 71 takes 1. 7 takes 1. 2? Which one for 2 in the number? 71 takes 2. Yeah, I think I bet. Did you get 71 2? Yep. 35, 1, 1, 1. How many do we have? 27. How many do you want? Please say 2. Thank you. 27 takes 2. And we sold her out right there. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. Ooh, this is new. Tina, are you in here? Well, Tina's going to have me talk about this one. It's an 8-course authentic Indian dinner. All right, so this is served at your home for 6 guests. So we're selling this all as one. She had been preparing Indian dinners for 20 years and has been catering them for 10 years. Here she says, I always get wonderful reviews. I grind all of my spices and make my own masalas, ground masala. Sorry about that. That's why I wanted her to read this. She's following the recipes, advice of MacArthur Jaffrey. She moved to London when she was young without training in making her own country's cookery. She got recipes from her mother, and she tried hard to adapt to European kitchens. She has hosted many cooking shows, as well as having a full catering a full career in acting. I've got to look this woman up. Tina Wade. So it's a leisurely dinner served at your home for 6 guests. I'm bidding on this one. Y'all need to know this. I'm starting at $100. So we go 125. 125 and 150. 150 now 175. 175 now 200. Now 225 now 250 now 275. Now 300. 300 now 325. 325 now 350. 350 now 375. 375. Go 375. I'm out. Go 400. 400 now 425. 425 now 450. 450. 450. 450. It's for 6 people. Charge them. Go 450. You got to go 450. You're out. Got to go 450. Now 475. 450 here. 475. Now 500. 475, now 500. Go out to dinner and try and have a nice dinner for 6 people and get out under $500. Think about it nowadays, folks. Going once. We had a discussion back there. Go 550. We were so close. We were just so close. But they did bid. Would you go 550? 550? 575? Get together, would you, 2 of you finally? But I appreciate your help. You're at 550, 575, going once, going twice. Persistence pays off. You got it for $550. Your number again today was number 44. We want a review from you next year. That's very exciting. I have some delightful neighbors who are Indian, and she's truly a vegetarian, and her husband does a little bit, and we come over, and sometimes I walk by her house, and I'll say, Jyoti, I'm coming over, because the smells coming out of there are just unbelievable. But she'll sometimes say, we'll have all the food. She goes, okay, Kurt, that's right. You don't have that dish, because it's like, they're eating it, and they're sweating like unbelievable. So some of them are like, whoa. Fantastic. I love Indian food. Love it very much. Okay, moving right along. Bob, you need to talk about this one. Lakefront cabin, getaway. Where are you at? Not here? They are here? Bob and Bob and Then they really wanted me to talk about this one. So, Lakefront cabin getaway with gourmet treats in northern Minnesota. It includes 2 nights and 3 days in a beautiful lakefront cabin along with a $100 gift card to the Vittles Gourmet Provisions, located in nearby Crosby. It's a 3-bedroom, convertible beds, 1.5 baths, sleep 6 to 8. They are listed on VRBO if you want to look them up. Paul's Guest House is a fully renovated and newly furnished 1980s. Isn't that so funny? That's fully refurbished 1980s for those of us who live that era. It's a split-level home. That says everything you want to know. And again, I'm just saying because I grew up in the 80s and I love this. And it's on beautiful Big Bass Lake. It's about 6 miles north of Outing, Minnesota, in southeastern Cass County, a little bit of God's country. About 150 miles or 3 hours north of the Twin Cities. Bass Lake is a stunning mid-sized lake with an amazing 200-foot water clarity. The lower level consists of the kitchen. That's not the lake. This is the house. The kitchen, living room with queen-size sofa sleeper. That's for the kids or the people you don't like. The dining room, laundry facility, half bath, and there's access to an attached garage. It's for a enjoy the natural beauty of northern Minnesota with a fall driving tour of the changing seasons and your choice of gourmet treats to complete your stay on a mutually agreeable date, September through late October. We recommend locking in a date immediately following the auction because they do rent it out and it will be taken up. And actually, for those of us who are foragers, September and October, that time of year, is fantastic porcini and actually very good chanterelle time. And actually, that's the best miyatake you're head of the woods hunting. So, what? Yeah. 2 nights, 3 days. Okay, and so lock it in, and that sounds like a great property. It's a great place. They'll go up north, and it's valued at $800. So let's steal it. Who wants $400? Let's go. $400. Now $450. Now $500. Now $550. $500 now $550. $500 now $550. We go $550. $550 now $600. $500 $600 now $650. $600 now $650. We go $650. $650. There are less bugs this time of year. $600 now $650. No guarantee though. You have that warm spell. Those mosquitoes come out of nowhere. I've already killed one earlier this year. Sorry. $600 now $650. He's at $625. Now $650. Now $675. $650 now $675. $650 now $675. Is that a bid? $675. Now you're both out. Go $700. New bidder. Go $700. $675 now $700. $675 now $700. Would you go $700? Would you go $700? A great retreat. All you writers go $700. $675 now $700. Going once. Going twice. One-time bidder got it. You got it. He doesn't know it, but you just bought it. $675. Your number is. You got it. Yeah. 27. Number 27. She's like, I got it for that cheap? Yes, you did. I love these getaways, folks. A pool party. Rosemary and Charlie. Who wants to talk about it? I'll tell you what. We're on item number 809. Here's what you get. After assembly, you go over to Rosemary and Charles' place for lunch by the pool and a fun afternoon of swimming, partying at the pool at their lovely home on Long Lake. They have a major bike path that if you want to bring your bikes and go swimming. If you bring small children, you have to take them home. And you have to make sure that they stay above the water. There's no lifeguard there. You are not obligated to come with a swimsuit, nor are you obligated to get wet or to bike. You can simply go there and hang out with them. Okay, there's no, you don't have to figure out, am I in season with this one piecer or not, or does my body fit it anymore? You don't have to worry about that. You can just come hang out with some really cool people. And the nice thing about this one, folks, is it's for 20 people. So we're... Stand up, please.
We went last year and took our daughter and our grandkids, and in addition to 2 meals, we were sent home with leftovers and homemade jam. It was incredible.
What's that? 1 meal. You get lunch. No 2 meals this time. Last year you should have been here. That's how they bring you in. It's the entry drug, and then they take out 1 meal. But it's great food, great people, and it's a time to hang out. And the date specifically is... You're right. I don't see it, but I believe you. June 25th. So there you go. Who start at $20? Yes. 25, 30, 35. We're going to go to $45, and we're going to just stop it there at 45 because we have 20 of them. Barb takes one. 66 takes two. 7 takes two. 2 takes two. 13 takes two. Did the swimsuit thing scare you? 103 takes two. Here's the fun part about this one. What do you want? 97 takes two. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, we're way under our numbers. We're not. This is one of those things that if whatever's left over, when you get home and you say you want to bring somebody else or somebody wasn't here, we will sell this out. This is a very doable price. There's 7 spots left. So at $45 a piece, 19 takes 4. Let's see, you just got to talk a while. Yep. 9, 6, 4, 3, 3. Thank you. You're going the wrong direction. I have 3 left. All right. So again, please, the first one that comes and grabs them gets them. Otherwise, we will sell that out easily. That's a fantastic. That's almost right there, $900, just right there for FUS. That's pretty awesome. Give that a round of applause. That's cool. All right. Barb. Authentic German barbecue and brew. Homemade German brats, sauerkraut, German potato. We got to do a sauerkraut tasting next year. I'll bring mine, you'll put yours. We'll do a blind taste test. So do I. Is it on? Who else likes sauerkraut? We're going to have a taste-off next year. Okay, we'll bring some. We'll do a taste-off. We'll do it, okay? All right, done. Okay, remind me. We'll do a taste-off. That'll be fun. Okay, back to where we're at. You can tell I've been here too long when I started talking about sauerkraut halfway through. So you get sauerkraut, German potato salad, cheese spatzel salad, plus sour cherry cake for dessert, beer from local brewery, Udapils. I love that, Udapils. Which prides itself in German-style brews. Relax with your FUS friends. Enjoy conversation, great food, great beer. Date to be announced. I'm just reading what it says here. What date is it? What's that? Oh, okay, yeah, I'm using an old one. July 22nd. Yes, correct. July 22nd. And what else do I need to know about this? Anything? Oh, vegetarians and vegan options may be provided with advance notice. She'll take carrots. She'll stuff them into those little things. We'll cook them. We'll take potatoes. We'll make them into sausages. We'll make it however you want to do it. So, and I forage. We'll find you something to eat on there too. So, we love our vegetarians and vegans, but I love when we have a brat fest and we do we are so inclusive as us Unitarians. We'll take everybody. We love you all, and it is for 12. Wow. It's outside. Rain or shine. Let's go. Who's starting at $30 a piece? 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50, 55 and now 60. 65. I'm going to stop at 65. 17 is enthusiastic. How many do you want? 2. 15? 2. 82? 2. 57? 2. 56? 2. 7? 2. 13? 2. I just went over, Barb. Would you take them? No, but she said she could take 14. Yeah, we'll take them. Thanks. We'll take the extra 2. There you go. Yeah, you're the vegetarian option right there, the extra 2. That's fantastic. That's actually really good. No, that's good. And you'll have a good time with that. And by the way, the more beer you drink, the better the food. George and Jenna Hutchinson. Scott?
Okay, I know more about this one than the last one. The lobster dinner we have every year. Many of you have been there. How many have been there? They're all going to bid. They're
Well, talk to people who've not heard about it.
Okay. We have a nice lobster dinner. Everybody gets a whole lobster, big lobster. Jenna and Christy make really good crab cakes. George hypnotizes the lobsters, which is sort of weird, but he does that. But he has lobster poetry each time, and which is really true and not weird. We have lots of lobster paraphernalia by now, whether it's bibs and kits and anything. So it's a good time. We have a good time. And it's sometime in September, I think. 16th of September, yeah. And rum punch. Yeah, it's the only thing I make. But
I'm booked. Darn Christian Catholics. I'm going to make that one of these years. All right. I am not available that day. I'm sorry. So you heard about it. You get your own lobster. And yes, they do sacrifice all for your enjoyment. And it starts at 6 p.m. It just says 6 on my paper. And there are only 8 spots, and we don't go over. They don't go over. Yeah. $50. Let's go. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. 125. 130. Stop. 130 takes, number 1 takes 1. Number 19 takes 2. 12 takes 2. 71 takes 1. 57 takes 2. I believe that's 8, right? Put it down. I got you. I think that's more than we've ever gotten for that one. We got 8? Yeah. Boom. There it is. Gone. Thank you very much. I had to keep the number going up because there were too many hands in the air. So that's sometimes we call it auction chicken, by the way. You know, you just keep your hand up till it gets too high. That's true. That's actually a term we use in our industry. Really, auction chicken. All right. George, Bob, and JD, the most excellent barbecue and beer bash. Woohoo! What's that? Well, I'm not even asking. Again, this is a good. Not even asking. Where's the sample for the auctioneer during this thing? It's coming. You promising? Yeah. Okay. I expect by the end of the auction. What day is it? August 14th. Actually, I leave for Africa that day. Sorry.
Africa. I do. We'll keep one in a cooler for you.
Well, how about right now? Okay,
who likes beer? Who doesn't like beer? Stop. Don't say that. This is Beer, Barbecue, and Blues. We've been doing this for how many? About 50 years? 60? 62, says Bob. And I believe Bob because I know Bob. Bob, what do we, this will be an interview. Bob, what do we do at Beer, Barbecue, and Blues?
We drink beer.
What more do you need? Well, I'll tell you what more you need. What more do they need?
Well, this isn't just any beer. This is beer that we personally brew. And we'll provide some beer that is from local brew pubs, but if you want the real thing, and we'll tell you all about, we'll regale you with beer knowledge, but not too much.
You wouldn't understand it after the third one. And we barbecue also, and we put stuff. We will barbecue on the smoker. So we'll have some good smoked meat of one sort or another. And what else do we do? There's blues. We play that in the background. But we make sure you have a good time. Who's been to one of these? Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of this event? What? Everyone said, Cindy, did you say 9? Stop that. This is a great event. It's a good time. No, it's not reverse, Barb. Okay.
Thank you. All right. It's a good party, and really, thanks for the invite. It truly, we're going on a delayed trip that we're supposed to go in 19. So, what's that? Go to South Africa. Okay, let's go. We have 12 spots. Bidding at $2. August 19th. I know you don't know when I'm going to Africa. I'm leaving on August 19th. Okay, August 19th from 4 to 7 p.m. I have $2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 55, we'll stop at 55. Number 15 takes 2. 1. Oh, you're not the beer drinker. Number 1. Number 7, just having fun with you. Number 77 takes 2. 44 takes 2. 20 takes 2. 10 takes 2. 73 takes 1. 82 takes 2. Have we oversold it? 56 takes 2. 7 takes 1. Yeah, he said it's okay. It's beer. Come on, it's beer and barbecue. They multiply. You throw another slab of carrots on there, and you got a great barbecue. Again, we're very inclusive Unitarians. Uh, 56, right? Not 36? Who's 56? Or is 36? Number 56 or 36, are you in the room? Everybody who just did that, raise your hand. So I make sure everybody who's in, I had a 56. He wasn't listening. Thank you. You know what? Because I called you out, I don't want you to feel bad. Here's a starburst. He said he didn't have any. No. You have to understand. Counselor, he said, I don't have any. Right? Where'd my legal counsel go? There you are. You're hiding on me. He said he didn't have any, and it said nothing about what's in my pocket. All right. We covered, ladies and gentlemen, up front? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Okay. 7-course Italian dinner. Michael, get up here. Or Wendy. Come on. You don't act like you're shy. We know better than that.
This is a 7-course Italian dinner. No, just kidding. So for those of you that went to this dinner last year, I changed the menu up a little bit. So it started off with stromboli, vegetarian, and meat. I don't know if this is the right order. There's a new salad dish, or a salad. Sausage tortellini soup, cheese ravioli with a gorgonzola sauce, pork and beef meatballs, onion poppy seed bread, farro salad with cheese, onion, mixed greens, anisette biscuits, and gelato, coffee, tea, beer, wine. Wine pairings.
All right, a great Italian meal. It is on specifically Saturday, June 10th at 6 p.m., 10 seats. You have to be able to talk with your hands. What day is it? June what? June 10th? What day is it? It is June 10th. June 10th. June 10th.
But somebody else came up with the date of Saturday, so we'll just go with the 11th, which is the day listed here. Sunday the 11th. Let's do that. Sunday? Yep.
See, it's better. It's a Sunday. So you come back from the lake. You've gone to service. You've done your possible obligations. You've mowed. You've done all those honey-do lists, right, Peter? You got all it done, right? There should be no reason not to be able to go out, have some pasta, have some wine, take an Uber home. Where do you guys live? Okay, you're by me. I'm not that far away. I'm up in White Bear Township. We're practically neighbors. Really close. I'll check with the date on that one. Or we just get together and cook together. I love to cook. Do you ever need any wild mushrooms? Just talk to me. I'm pretty good. I can hook you up. All right. All right, if you like mushrooms. I love mushrooms. All right. There it is, 10 seats. Who starts bidding? At $40 a seat. 45, 50, 55, 60. We'll stop at 60. 54. 1, 2, 1. 20. 2. 99. 2. 99 or 66. 2. 10. 2. How many was that? I got one more. He hasn't bought any yet. Somebody goes, no, you haven't got one yet, so you're getting you one, Phil. Number 6. I was just arbitrary and capricious, right, counselor? Arbitrary and capricious. No, you're bit set, but that's why it's called glass. We break it up. Don't worry about it. Don't touch it. You'll break your hands. What's your number again? 6. Number 6. Let the glass be. That's why we have Alan to clean it up afterwards. Oh, $60. All right. So before you get up and go, we have one more item to sell, and then we have a surprise for you. We're gonna have some fun here. We're gonna give some stuff away. Okay. So don't rush off. This is what we call buying time for the people downstairs. And then Somebody's going to make an announcement of how we're going to handle all this when we're done here, Alan or Barb or somebody. So this is the, you have to explain what we call it this one, Barb. The first quadriennial.
Okay, for those of you who were here in 2019, and then we didn't have 2020 or 21 because of the pandemic. But in 2019, Katrina Lazagard said, we're having our first annual tequila and taquitos, or whatever they're called. Oh, is she coming up? Is that she's here? Okay, we're going to let her come. We're going to let her come up here.
Thank you for taking that, though. I was like, she's going to do it. Okay, we're so excited to host you. We'll start off with a tequila mule, a paloma. Maybe you want a little minty ranch water, some sort of cocktail. And then we'll have taquitos, which are rolled chicken. It'll be chicken. Taquitos, I won't describe it fully. You can look it up. But my friend from Cuernavaca taught me how to make taquitos. He feeds them to our dogs on the weekends when he watches them. It's not good for dogs. It's great for humans. We'll have lots of toppings. We had a picture of all of the toppings that we have. Beans, rice, and then we'll take a tequila tour from Blanco to Reposado to Añejo to Extra Añejo. I pretend I speak Spanish. I don't. But I'll give you some of the knowledge that I have around tequila. You'll ask questions. I hope I can answer them. Maybe I can't. We'll see. And then we'll end with a little dulce de leche and a gluten-free dessert for those of us that are gluten-free. So we have extra beds if you decide to stay. But Uber from Inver Grove Heights is a little expensive. Don't think about that. We look forward to hosting you. Taquitos and Tequila Night.
Thank you. And the reason we're calling it why I came up with that name is because she's the first time she called it the first annual, and she forgets that I was giving her a hard time. You can't call something the first annual. For those who went to English class, I always got it's the first. You can't do that. It's the first. But this is really cool, and it's is the date correct? Saturday, September 9th. Okay, at 6 p.m. there are 10 seats, and. What nice thing about this is good tequila. This isn't the kind of tequila you have those bad memories of or can't remember certain sections of certain vacations. This is good tequila, right? This is not something you have to cover with salt and lime. It's the stuff you want to enjoy. And I actually recognize some of those, so thank you for doing that. That's pretty awesome. I work with some groups that we sell those tequila baskets. It's like, whoa, that's good stuff. Now I understand. What was that? If you like bourbon? Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to like all of it right there. You're going to enjoy it, especially after eating all that, to have a gluten-free dessert. That's what I'm focusing on right there. So, I had to do it, Katrina. I couldn't let you get away easily that much. Folks, 10 spots. Who start me at $35 a set? 35 and off, 40, 40 and off, 45. 45 and off, 50, 55, 60. We'll sue. 65, 70. Okay, we'll stop at 65. Number 2. 7 took 4 of them. Number 23 takes 1. 22 takes 2. 73. How many do you need? 1. Can we still take her? I got number 20 takes 2. Was that too many? 12. Can we take 2 more? Done. You're in. So you're in. They got them all in. Congratulations. Now. So I was hoping Pedro would do this, but he was all nervous and wanted to get up here doing it right. I want Pedro to come up here and sell. This is actually going to sell something, so Audible. I want him to sell something. I want him to describe these Saints tickets. One of the great things about having him is he's a first-generation Mexican-American is that one of the big things we have is bilingual auctioneering. And if you've not experienced someone selling, going back and forth between both describing and the numbers, you're in for a treat. I work a lot of commercial auctions. I'm not the auctioneer. I'm not smart enough to sell heavy equipment. But to the auctioneers, and we have a huge Hispanic and Latino populations within our audience, to have them going back and forth, it's like, to me, because I don't understand it, I'm not going to claim it's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have him sell tickets, and I have a set of 4 tickets to either. May 2nd.
Que me está diciendo que tenemos 4 boletos para los santos de aquí de las Twin Cities para mayo 2nd. 4 tickets May 2nd for the saints. Mayo 4, May 4th as well, 4 tickets.
You're choosing, you don't get them all. May 6th, a Saturday.
May 6th, Mayo 6th.
May 10th.
Mayo 10, May 10th.
Or the 12th.
O si no, el 12, otherwise the 12th.
I'm like making sure we put on a show for y'all. Just don't look behind the curtain.
Okay. We got a lot of Spanish speakers in here. I got a helper right up front, though. If you don't know, I know he can direct you. So we're going to start real slow, real low, and we're going to go up, and we'll make it fun. When you see someone, you just say, yup, right there, okay? So, ¿quién me comienzan $5? Tengo $5 aquí, 5 right there, and now 10. Y tenemos 10 in the back, and how about 15 right there? And anybody at 20, $20 allí, y ahora 25, 25 ahora 30. 30, señor, $30, 30 right there, 35 atrás, and how about 35? And 35 in the back, now 40, and 40 right there, how about 45? 45, 5 irá 50. ¿Quién me da $50? And I'm asking for 40, I'm 45 now, 50. $45 now 50. 50, 50. Les gusta más en español porque estoy listo. 50 ahora 55. ¿Quién me da 55? Anybody at $55? This is 4 tickets, guys. 4 tickets. 55, ahora 60, 65, 65 ahora 70, 70 ahora 75. Folks, that's 75 for you guys that don't know. We're at $75 now 80, 75 now 80, 80, 80 now 85. Y tengo 85, ahora 90, 90 que me da $90. Tengo 85, ahora 90, 85 ahora 90, 90, 90 que me da $90. Ahí 90, y ahora 95. ¿Y qué me va a dar 95? Folks, that's 95, 95 now 100, 95 now 100, 100, thank you. Ahora 105, y 105 que me da 105. That's 105, guys, 105. 105, alguien me da 105. Tengo 200 ahorita, ahora 105. I'm 100 now, 105. 100 now, 105, 55, and 105 now, 110. $110. ¿Quién me da 10? Tengo los 10, tengo 100 y ahora 10, 10 y ahora 15. 10 ahora 15. 110 ahora 15, que me da 115. Alguien que me da 115, folks, I'm 110 now, 115. 110 now, 115. Oh, I know you 115. Gracias. 115 ahora 120. 115 ahora 120. 20, 20, 20, 20. Que me da 120. And I'm 115 now 120. Last and final call. 115 now 120. Anybody out there at 120 for the 4 tickets? You get to choose a date, guys. Y para los que no me entiendan, son 4 boletos. 115 ahora 120. Last and final call. 115 allí, ¿verdad? ¿Sí? Alguien que me dé 120. 120, last and final call, $115. Sold, 115 for the 4 tickets. Buyer number, please. 115. Number, please. 74. Buyer number 70. $115. Buyer number 74. Thank you.
Which day do you want? Here, take a look. Meanwhile, thank you. Thank you very much. Give me a round of applause. Woohoo! All right. Meanwhile, while they're picking their date, we're going to give another set away, but you're going to run the heads and tails. So heads and tails is going to be for everybody right now. You're going to be able, in a second, you're going to stand if you're able. You didn't have to pay a penny to do this. Stand if you're able. You're going to put your hand on your head, your hand on your tail, your hip, your belt, your bucket. There goes another glass. And hey, you know what? Hey, we're making a profit today. And you're going to run it.
All right.
And you're going to do it.
All right. Necesito que comiencen con las manos en la cabeza, o si no, por favor, en las manos en el trasero. Please, I need you to start with either your hands on your head or your hands on your tails. I'm going to go ahead and flip a coin. And, of course, if you guess it, you stay up. And if you don't guess it, then you do have to take a seat. All right? Folks, se corre y se va. First one, here we go. You guys ready? Locked in? Don't move. All right, here we go. Y es... tails, trasero. All right. Wow, that's... Sí, señor. Sí, señor. Por favor, siéntate para abajo. All right, let's start over again. Heads or tails, where are you starting? Cabeza, o si no, detrás, ¿dónde vas a poner tus manos? Y se corre y se va. Everybody locked in? All right, here we go. Y son cabezas, so heads. All the tails, sit down, please. Wow, this went really, really quick. You're going to win it? All right, I better stand over here. So, all right, heads or tails, cabeza o trasero. Comienza, por favor, y se fue. Tails, trasero. Woo. All right. Let's go one more time. Por favor, cabeza o trasero, ¿dónde te vas a quedar? ¿Listos? Tails. It's tails. All right. Woo. Okay. Aquí enfrente, por favor. Aquí enfrente para que todos te miren. Right up front so everybody can see you. All right. What are you guys thinking? Are you going to do the same? You're going to do something different? Ladies first. Damas primero, por favor. Cabeza. Sí. Damas primero. All right. Yes. Tails. All right. Here we go. Heads it is. Oh, cabeza, ganador. Aplauso, por favor.
You already got some shade stickers. But this is an appropriate time for now you to thank everybody for their generosity. We couldn't have planned that better.
This is true. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you to Barb Lutz, who must stand up. Yeah, oh well. I know, Barb, you want to thank everyone else, but Barb is the baddest of the right? She willed it into existence in a very Nietzsche way of doing it. But everyone on the committee, please wave a little bit. Everyone, thank you. Thank you so much. We want to have fun, but we want to also do good in the world. And I hope, thank you so much for doing what you do and being who you are. Thank you.
Now, Go pick one set of those tickets. You don't get them all. Pick one set, okay? Pick a date. You get back to me. That's right. Well, I'm generous, but not that generous. But thank you, everybody, for their hard work. So take your time. Be kind to the people at checkout. If you're not kind to them or fully Unitarian, you are on that checkout committee next year. It does take a lot of work. I will also remind you we had some changes with the technology this year. Some people they didn't like it. Some they did or didn't. Doesn't matter. It's here to stay. And a lot of people, especially who couldn't be here, were able to participate. So please give input there. Thank you for the generosity for everybody who's doing. Thank you for the love you share, each and every one of you. And be safe and have fun, because that's what life's about. Thank you, everybody. Take care.